Welcome to US Tzu Chi 360 Snapshots. I'm Neil Sokont. In a previous episode, we've met Carrie, a 7-year-old girl with dwarfism. Dwarfism is a genetic condition, which is a disorder of bone growth. An individual with dwarfism at times encounters physical challenges. However, in the case of Carrie, it was remarked that her education was made easier due to her participation in Tzu Chi Great Love School System. Normally, people assume that they are small specialized classes for a handful of students with special needs. But the Tzu Chi classes that Carrie attends are not specialized, and she learns in the same 24-student-sized class as any other child that is attending the school. Let's go see how Carrie's parents help her attend her first school.
We have a friend came to my house one day, and she picked up her kids from here, dropped them off at my house, and to see me to do something. I don't remember what. And they were wearing Tzu Chi uniforms. She said, what is that? I said, oh, they have a preschool in Monrovia. Really, a preschool in Monrovia? Tzu Chi now have a school? So I was all happy. So I called, and then get her ready, have her sign up, and that's kind of how we started.
They left an exceptionally strong impression on me because it was about 4 p.m. and they stayed almost an hour. Usually when new parents come in with their kids, they would follow their kids around, worried about them falling over or getting hurt. But Tiffany and Tony were just sitting there, leaving Carrie free to explore the space. Carrie was also very quiet, just looking and touching around. I can feel how they were completely relieved and trusting to let Carrie explore a new environment.
我就感觉到说，他们非常的放心，说让 Carrie 可以在新的环境去探索。
Little Carrie has completed schooling in Monrovia at Tzu Chi Great Love Preschool and Elementary School because of this sense of trust. The humanistic cultural emphasis in Tzu Chi education system also provided a nurturing environment for Carrie to learn. Because of these humanistic influences, the classmates also got along very well with Carrie. Tiffany can still recall the day she brought Carrie into preschool.
The first day she came to visit school, she mixed in so well with her friends that are not her, now still with her, because the older kids, they're still here. And she was playing with them so very nicely, and they were all very friendly. It's like, okay. And I asked my daughter, would you come here for school? And then she wanted to.
Not only does Tiffany like the school herself, Carrie was also excited to go to school and start anew. Even though the journey from Rowland Heights to Monrovia takes almost 20 miles, and each trip takes half an hour, Tiffany never complained.
I feel safer to put her in the setting. She is at Tzu Chi setting. At least I know, like, the teacher will watch out for her, and the friends they have better understanding. They are more loving.
Apart from the regular curriculum, Tzu Chi volunteers also provided regular flower arrangement and tea ceremony classes. In the tea ceremony class, Tzu Chi volunteers not only taught them the tea serving etiquette, they also taught the importance of demonstrating respect, love, and gratitude in these ceremonies.
Tiffany 一来上课就给我们一份资料。
Tiffany gave us a folder when she first came to the school. She said it's a profile about Carrie's information for us to read. She said, there's nothing to worry about. Carrie is very lucky and her IQ and health are very well. Those were just background information for our reference. Since then, my coworkers and I were very impressed at how well prepared this parent was.
可是不需要担心。那时候我跟我的 coworker 说，哇，这个家长怎么这么的 well prepared？
We just want to enjoy having her. We still do our best to teach her well, the best we know how. We just kind of pray that all the people around her and will be kind to her, will help her and love her.
One time there was like a time where I was on the swing, and then she was trying to get on and try to swing, but she didn't know how to swing. So I kept on teaching her how to pump. And then she started going higher. And then I taught her how to get off the swing, but she learned herself how to get on the swing. And we started practicing every single day, and every single day she got better.
Eventually we're gonna be gone, and she's gonna have to face it herself. And she doesn't have any brothers or sisters, so she's gonna have to face it herself. So we just need to make sure that she's strong enough to do that on her own.
这就是我在我爸爸的和妈妈的床上，这是我和我爸爸一起游泳，这是我在放映室，这是我在观玫瑰花车。我第一次堆雪人，我在反映室图书馆看书，第一次上学，这是我第一次爸爸教我骑脚踏车，这是我第一次抱。
Carrie pointed out to us the picture album that she had made with her mother. All the first times in their lives sounded exceptionally exciting from Carrie's retelling. Listening to Carrie retelling the past 7 years, all the sweat and pain from these days were all worthwhile and fulfilling.
这是我在妈妈肚子里的时候，医生告诉他我是个小人，出生时可能活不了，让我的妈妈非常伤心。爸爸告诉妈妈要勇敢，要开心，要相信我一定会平安健康。妈妈做到了，谢谢你想笑我。
Carrie certainly seems strong enough to meet with her current challenges, but I bet it's helped by the strong support system in her family. Her mother, Tiffany, seems to do a great job protecting Carrie while encouraging her individualism. But that might be due to her background in child development. Tiffany later became motivated to use that background and apply it as a teacher at Tzu Chi Great Love Preschool, where Carrie had been so greatly loved and supported. Let's go meet her again.
指甲，你的指甲在哪里？指甲是哪里？指甲是这个。
When I was going to college, I was a business major, and then I changed my major my third year to child development. So this is my passion. I didn't have a chance to really get into it, so I figured, hey, this is a good opportunity. So I left my job, a very good paid job, and then applied here. But it took a while before I got it.
Tiffany rediscovered her true passion for teaching children from sending Carrie to Tzu Chi Great Love Preschool. Thus, Tiffany quit her executive position in a trading company and applied to be a Chinese language teacher in Tzu Chi. After a while awaiting, her application was finally approved, and Tiffany was able to become a Chinese language teacher for young children.
We could tell that she came to teach because she loves children. It wasn't just for the pay or a means to pay the bills. She is a brilliant teacher. She would go back to Taiwan, spend money out of her pocket to purchase additional teaching materials, music, books. She often skips her lunch breaks to discuss about the children with the other teachers. I think she is a great teacher.
午休时间也都不休息，然后在那边找东西，或者是跟其他老师讨论小朋友。所以我觉得哇，这个老师真的非常好。
谢谢吉米。
Whenever I go back to Taiwan, I go crazy. I have luggages of books and things that I brought from Taiwan to share with my class. Every year they get more. Every year they get more. And then my daughter get to read them too. So it's beneficial for both.
Teaching Chinese to young children in the US is no easy feat. You need interactive games, music, and rhymes to engage the children. Every year, Tiffany will travel back to Taiwan and bring back Chinese teaching materials to update the materials and curriculum. Remembering the first year that she taught and spent time with her daughter Carrie, Tiffany realized how much prep work is really needed. In Tzu Chi, there's a belief that hard work leads to happiness, and it was in that first year Tiffany found it to be filled with much happiness.
First year for me was hard. For her it was good. For me it was very hard. Because I work in a preschool setting, but it's always like practicum, internship. But I work in the kindergarten. I guess in the midst of changing the curriculum, so everything is new. So before I started, I have to take class, and then I have to get certified for pinyin because they want to switch from the traditional phonics system to the pinyin system. So we were in the mix of that. And then there isn't a lot of material, so we have to do a lot of prep. And then when I do things, I like to do things good. So I take everything home, I work at night, and then we have to do all the kids' weekly report, I type it up, so it's every day. Every day. It's a lot of work. For first year, it was hard.
Tiffany 是个非常认真的老师，而且你几乎
Tiffany is a very dedicated teacher. Whatever you asked of her, she goes above and beyond. She delivered 120% to everything I asked of her.
她绝对做到120分。她曾经是大班的老师。
She used to lead the older kids, but because of Carrie, I would switch my teaching shifts with her when I was still teaching. I would take the older class, and she would take the younger class. When I saw her teaching, I felt that she was perfect for leading the younger kids. Because she cared very much about them and had a discipline of a mother, she could keep them in line and give them plenty of care. She was also very happy with the work. We often see her bringing handmade items which took a lot of time to make.
They're so cute, they're so full of wanting to learn. Like, I want it, I want to learn. Tell me more. So I found myself very good with this group too.
When Carrie entered the older class, Tiffany had to switch her shifts to a younger class because the school had a policy that a parent cannot be with the child in the same class. Unexpectedly, her first time leading these toddlers, who first came to school having to teach them rules, caring for themselves, eating, napping, and many other tasks that teachers often avoided, was very fulfilling for Tiffany. She realized how much she loved teaching these small children.
Sometimes her husband will come help out too. To me, this teacher was a gift sent from the gods. We didn't have to worry leaving the children in her care and dedication.
Tiffany's passion for teaching has earned the principal's recognition and also inspired her husband, Tony, to come participate in the school. As a dentist, Tony has spent his weekends coming to the school to clean the fish tanks and taking pictures of special events on campus. He also started teaching the children dental hygiene this semester.
I was thinking, since Tiffany is a teacher, she can help design events for Tony that the children will love. So I approached Tiffany to see if it's possible to get Tony's help. She agreed with no hesitation at all.
Tiffany 就非常爽快的就答应。
We put him on the spot. He's like, what? You already scheduled for this day, okay? What?
I just love working with him. It's like nice, easier, nice development. There is a lot of patients that you always request Dr. Cow. If Dr. Cow is not here, they will not come. They always ask me, whenever they call, they'll say, is Dr. Cow available? And I will say either yes or no. If it is, okay, set up an appointment with him, and they always see him because he's really nice with patients too. So they like the way he works. He's really patient. That's what a lot of patients tell me, that he has a lot of patience for them. He explains the treatment like really, really good. So, that's what patients like, that somebody to explain exactly what you need or what's going to happen, and they like that.
As a dentist, Tony was always admired by his patients. He had a caring attitude and always put them in priority. This is due to his sense of volunteerism and service, which started since he was a student.
He's always been a volunteer. I mean, when I met him, he was a volunteer. He was a volunteer at library, he was a volunteer, he's a volunteer. He just liked to be a volunteer. So because of him, then I started to be a volunteer.
To provide Carrie with a wholesome education and complete care, Tiffany gave up her lucrative job and accompanied little Carrie all the way in school. Without Tony's support and his dentist job, she could never have given up her old career to be a teacher. Everybody knows teachers don't get paid much. It's really difficult to support an entire family. So Tony has given tremendous support to his wife and daughter, emotionally and financially, allowing his wife to teach and care for Carrie without a care. He's a great father.
Every member of this family cherishes and supports each other with gratitude. Tiffany, Tony, and Carrie spent their Chinese New Year volunteering in Dharma Seal Temple, starting the new year with a meaningful way.
Maybe it's ironic that the most diverse individuals who can work together makes a stronger team in the end, or even a stronger society. And Carrie, while very different in some ways, still dreams big, like other children her age, and has high hopes for her future. She likes sports, drama, music, and dance. Let's go see how Carrie is building up her confidence and making her dream come true.
She told me she wanted to be a dentist. And my husband said, no, that's too hard for her. That's too hard for her back. And but whatever she will become, we'll support her.
Sometimes, people might not pay attention to her, and she might not have someone to look up to her, so I started to talk to her, and then I started being her friend.
Every kid is different. Some kids are, they may be more academic oriented, and she's not. But as long as she's happy and she's always doing her best. I'm very hard on her, If she's not doing her best, or because she made a mistake because she's not paying attention, I'm very, very hard on her. But if she's doing her best and I can see she's doing her best, then I'm good.
Now let's go play in the sand.
Kids treat Carrie bad, you will say something to those kids?
Stand up to her.
How do you will talk to those kids?
Hey, leave her alone. And then start to walk with her somewhere else where it's safe. There was one time when I taught her how to play soccer. We started to go around the court and kicking around and around. And she started getting better every day. Bye-bye.
The world is cruel. She's different. I think we have to face it. Taller people do have better advantage than people who are not. And certain look people have better advantage than the kids are not. And certain background too will help certain, kids as well. We don't have that. So what she have is herself and what she can do. Her self-discipline and always doing her best, and that will, take her a long way. But if she's Not doing that and thinking she can be like the other kids and just goof around, no, that's not okay. To me, that's not okay. But when she wanted to do something, she was determined to do it until she gets it. So she learned that when she's determined, she will do it. So I see that she can do it if she put her heart into it. So same thing with learning piano. Initially it was hard. I have to sit by her and then stay with her practice. Now she's on her own. She knows like after she finishes her homework, piano, and she'll go sit there and practice herself.
Carrie has a good sense about music. She has so many adorable moments and she's an adorable smile. When she plays the piano, she does it with a lot of feeling, which doesn't happen with every child. She has a gift. God gave all of us different gifts.
所以每一个人就是在我们学音乐的时候，我们人就是神给我们的天赋，每个人不一样。分给我，这个我这边弹几那个 OK，1 2 3 4，对，再一次。
Carrie's the kind of person that starts slow, but once she catched up, she's really caught up.
不要写在旁边，并且是有的。为什么？因为他的手就是比。
There is difficulty because her hands are shorter than average. To play the octave, she has to train to play with speed. Now she can play the majors. Piano depends on natural talent and hand shapes. Some people were born with narrower finger widths. Some pianists have even cut their hands to make a breakthrough.
是看个人的与生俱来的，当然有很多那些钢琴家，他们有的就是因为要突破，有的还去割他的这个弦。
Being able to sit down and play and have that patience and to figure things out. I can't teach her anymore. She's reading it faster than I can, so I can't help her anymore. So she's able to do that on her own and remembering it, have the discipline to sit there and practice on her own. On second grade, I'm happy.
Last year, you remember? 生来他就有这个音乐的那个在他的心。
She was born with music in her heart. As long as we keep moving forward with faith, we will reach our dreams.
应该是会达到我们的梦想啊。
Every day is just another step forward, and I'm delighted to see Carrie's future taking shape. My team and I hope that Tiffany and Carrie's story will definitely encourage many families to learn from the Cao family's optimistic attitude. I hope all of you enjoyed today's presentation. Thank you for watching us. I'm Neil Socont, and I'll see you soon.